Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing great. If you have ever been confused about when to use as, was, has, had or will, then you are exactly in the right place. Today, we are beginning a complete English tenses masterclass. This series is designed for everyone, from beginners to advanced learners, whether you are preparing for school exams, competitive exams, job interviews, or simply want to speak English more confidently. This course will help you build a strong foundation. By the end of this series, you will understand all 12 English tenses in a simple, practical, and easy to remember way. So without wasting any time, let's get started. What is a tense? Before we learn 12 tenses, we first need to understand one important question. What exactly is a tense? Many students memorize tenses formulas without understanding what a tense actually is. That is why they often become confused about which tense to use in real conversations. Simply, a tense tells us when an action happens. Think about your daily life. When you wake up in the morning, you might say, I brush my teeth every morning. That action happens regularly. Now imagine you are brushing your teeth at the exact moment. You would say, I am brushing my teeth. And later, when you are talking about yesterday, you might say, I brushed my teeth before breakfast. Notice something interesting? The action is exactly the same, brush. Only the time has changed. Because the time changes, the tense changes as well. That is the main purpose of tenses, to show the time and the nature of an action. Here is a definition that every English learner should remember. A tense is a grammatical form of verb that shows when an action, event, or state happens. It can describe an action happening right now, an action that happened in the past, or an action that will happen in the future. But tenses do even more than that. They can also tell us whether an action is finished, still continuing, repeated regularly, or completed before another action. In other words, tenses don't just answer when, they also answer how. Why should you learn tenses? Now you might wonder, why are tenses so important? The answer is simple. Without correct tenses, communication becomes confusing. Imagine someone says, yesterday I go to the market. You can probably understand the meaning, but you immediately notice that something sounds wrong. The correct sentence is, yesterday I went to the market. A small change in the verb makes the sentence grammatically correct. When you learn tenses properly, you will be able to speak more confidently, write accurate English, understand books and articles more easily, perform better in examination, and communicate naturally in everyday conversation. In short, tenses are the backbone of English grammar. Here is a common misunderstanding. Many learners think time and tense mean the same thing. Actually, they don't. Time refers to when something happens. There are only three basic times: present, past, and future. A tense, however, is a grammatical form we use to express those times. Let me give you a simple example. Look at these two sentences. She writes every day and she is writing now. Both sentences refer to the present, but they use different tenses. The first sentence describes a habit and the second sentence describes an action happening right now. So the time is the same, but the tense is different because the meaning is different. Now we are going to discuss the three main time periods. Let's quickly look at these three basic divisions of time. First, the present. The present refers to actions happening right now, or things that are generally true. For example, birds fly. She teaches English. I am learning grammar. Second, the past. The past refers to actions that have already happened. For example, I visited my grandparents last weekend. They watched a movie yesterday. She completed her homework before dinner. Third, the future. The future refers to actions that have not happened yet but are expected to happen later. For example, I will call you tomorrow. They will travel next month. She will become a doctor one day. So, every action we talk about belongs to one of these three time periods. Now, we are going to discuss the four aspects of English tenses. Now here, as our English become more interesting, each time period has four different aspects. These aspects tells us how an action happens. Let's understand them one by one. Simple. The simple aspect describe facts, habits, routines, or completed actions. For example, I read every morning. Continues. The continuous aspect describes actions that are in progress. For example, I am reading a novel. Perfect. The perfect aspect describes actions that are completed in relation to another time. For example, I have finished my homework. Perfect continuous. The perfect continuous aspect describes actions that started earlier and continued over a period of time. For example, I have been reading for 2 hours. Now we are going to discuss the 12 English tenses. They are present tenses: simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Past tenses: simple past, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. Future tenses: simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. Don't worry if these names seem difficult right now. By the end of this series, you will know exactly when and how to use every one of them. Before we finish today's lesson, let's look at few mistakes that English learners often make. Instead of saying, she goes to school every day, say, she goes to school every day. Instead of saying, I have seen him yesterday, say, I saw him yesterday. Instead of saying, they was playing football, say, they were playing football. Remember, small changes in the verb can make a big difference in the correctness of a sentence. Now let's quickly review today's lesson. Today you learned what a tense is, why tenses are important, the difference between time and tense, the 3 main time periods, the 4 aspects of English tenses, and the name of all 12 English tenses. This lesson lays the foundation for everything we will learn next. In the next episode, we will begin with the simple present tense. We will learn its structure, rules, uses, common mistakes, plenty of examples, and practical speaking tips. So if you don't want to miss that lesson, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, keep learning, and I will see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.